Well, there's good stress and there's bad stress as a real estate agent. I'm certainly experiencing some stress here this week. Good kind of stress because it means that you're pushing your business forward. There's an awful lot of people in this world that don't have stress. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your real estate business. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how important it is to have stress in your life against all common knowledge these days. Everybody believes you're supposed to lead a stress-free life. There's an awful lot of 35-year-old men that live with their parents in the basement, play video games all day, and live on government support. They have no stress whatsoever. They have to actually manufacture stress. Their mom is driving them crazy. This is a horrible life. And, all of the stress that they manufacture for themselves. But the fact is, you're going to have stress because if you don't have any, you'll create your own. So why not create something that's going to make your life better, going to make your business better, make you a lot more money, and develop a good career for you? This week in particular, I'm getting more stressed because it's almost November 7th. Many of you know that we have our huge event coming up November 7th. You'll start seeing a lot of ads for this because we're doing a ton of marketing to make sure all real estate agents are in attendance. The system that I use with Zoom will only allow 5,000 attendees. So we're actually leaving the country to go to a studio that has the technology ability. They have the technology needed to get a lot more people on all at one time. So that's coming up November 7th. And man, I'm putting a lot of stress on myself. This is literally like, giving a presentation at the Super Bowl. When you have tens of thousands of people that are going to be watching, you want this thing to be perfect. So I'm creating a training program, a training presentation where I'm going to be walking through what's going on with this crazy freaking market right now. Like everybody is struggling because of the changes that have happened. But once they figure out how to nail this new marketplace, this new, going after people that need to move instead of want to move, what a huge difference that is. There's people that need to move no matter if it's a 12% mortgage rate. Those are the type of people you should be marketing to. So I'm creating this whole presentation, and it is truly, this is no exaggeration. It is morning, noon, and night. I am working on this thing to have it absolutely perfect for November 7th. And I couldn't be happier that I'm losing sleep over it. I couldn't be happier that I can't think straight and I'm sleep deprived and not eating the way I should and not able to do the other things that are needed because I can create an impact with the work that I'm doing right now. So I love the fact that I'm stressed about this. A lot of people are trying to stay away from stress. Bring it on. I want to take as much on as I can because stress is what builds diamonds, right? That pressure that you need to have is what creates the success that you're looking for. What you don't want to have is less stress. That means you have less deals. That means you have less closings you're trying to complete. I'm sure the more closings you have that you're working on, the more that are going to fall out, right? Whoever's the top producer in the world has a lot more deals falling apart than you do. So there's always going to be stress, and the higher level you go, if you're the number one quarterback and it's the Super Bowl, you're going to have stress. But that's good stress, and you need to know how to harness that. That means you're winning in life. You want those things to be happening as long as it's for a good reason, as long as it moves the ball forward. And that's what you're looking to do in your business as well. So as I prepare for this, I was thinking about this morning, when I woke up this morning, I'm like, man, I've got so much that I want to get done on this today to move the ball forward. There's so much I want to get done. I really need to stay focused. Anything that comes in, like people knocking on the door, and I forgot to take the trash out today, and then UPS comes, and then the dog goes crazy, and I'm trying to stay in focus mode. All of those things create stress because you're really trying to get things done. Enjoy it, embrace it. That means you're pushing hard. That means you're doing something big in your real estate business. I can't wait for November 7th to come. It's a couple of days away. I mean, it's creeping up on me faster than I ever thought it would. And we will have thousands and thousands and thousands of agents in attendance. I want to be ready. I want to knock it out of the park. So I'm trying my best every single day to have all of this together for you, the agent, so that we can really knock your socks off and give you the path that you need as you finish out the year and roll into 2024. How are you going to, first of all, navigate to to succeed in the business, more importantly, thrive, not just to survive and keep doing what you've been doing, but to actually thrive, to get massive growth in your business. It's going to come because I'm building that pressure for myself. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to make sure this thing is amazing. I'm working on all the slides and the flow of how I want to teach you how to do all of this so you can implement that day. You can go out and start attracting people that need to move rather than those that want to move. So very excited about it, but it really got me thinking about stress this morning, and how important it is to have that, because there's an awful lot of times you're not stressed, and that's not when you're pushing your business forward. As an example, maybe on vacation, right? If you're on vacation, oh, it feels so good to just not have it. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's going to be worse when you get back home. A winner hates being on vacation more than about 3 days. By day 4, they're like, I want to get back at it. I want problems. They'll call the office. What's going on? What can I do? How can I help? What's going on? That's what makes them thrive. You should be excited by that. A winner loves to have those things happening. So I want you to embrace that stress. I want you to realize there's a reason that pressure is happening. You're putting pressure on yourself. That's a good thing. That's a winner by design. If you feel like, oh, well, I'm not going to stress about it, I'm just going to do the best I can do. You live at your mom's house and you play video games all day. You are not designed to be an entrepreneurial winner if you're trying to run away from stress or you think it's a bad thing. Pile it on, because you're going to do the very best you can do. You're going to push forward, and you're going to see that you come out shinier on the other end. Got to get polished. Got to become that diamond. You need a lot of pressure in order to make that happen. Nobody wants coal. Coal turns into the lowest level. Like if you're really bad, that's what Santa Claus brings you. If you're really good, Santa Claus brings you the final destination, the final product, diamonds. That's what we're looking for in our business as well. So embrace the stress, embrace the pressure, realize it's for a better thing, as long as it's the right type of stress or pressure, right? If you're dating a loser, it's probably good to get rid of that stress, right? If you're in a business relationship where this client is never ever going to do anything, it's probably best to get rid of that kind of stress. But the good stress, where you're putting it on yourself because you really want to show up and perform at a high level, embrace it. It's going to help you to become a better person. Hopefully that's helpful for you today. I'm going to get back at it. We've got a lot to cover on today's agenda to prepare for November 7th. Hopefully you're on my email list, by the way, so that you will get an email link to the free training on November 7th. Starts at noon Eastern time on November 7th. Go about 3 or 4 hours. And I know it's going to be phenomenal. So check out some of the links in the video description below. If for some reason you are not on my email address or on my email list, if you have received emails from me, you don't need to do anything. It's going to go to everybody. But if you have not, you need to go to gregsfreetraining.com. Just register there, and that's just going to get you on the list for when November 7th comes along. We can take over 5,000 attendees. The studio I will be in will have all the little Zoom video cameras of everybody will have their camera on. I'm going to make sure you turn your camera on. Don't worry, nobody's going to see you individually, because there will be thousands and thousands of them around me. So you will get to see a live virtual event, but you'll be able to see everybody in attendance. Thousands and thousands of agents. So very excited to be providing that for you. November 7th coming right up, and I've got a lot to work on. So go out there, create some stress for yourself today. That's how you're going to do something big. I'm Greg Luther. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you're following the channel. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.